Hold up. Bounce. Yo, hold up. I woke up, got out my bed, it was a sunny day. Brush my teeth, clean my skin, cause I love my face. Ain't got time for all that stressing. I'm receiving all my blessings. About to love and hug myself, cause I got time today. Whatever happened yesterday, guess what? Ain't worried about it. On my masterpiece today, you know I'm about it. I ain't stressing about no bills, I ain't got no time to chill. Put some problems in my face, I'm just gonna bounce about it. Like why you mad at me? Because I chose to love myself, yes I am proud of me. Not where I'm trying to go just yet, but I'm about to be. Now put your hands up in the sky and be thankful you still here and stop asking them why. Lord, I got it, you know I got it. Look, buddy, I got it. And ain't nobody on this earth gonna ever come and stop it. Cause I'm from the country south, got something to say. Spun a big boy with 3K, they let me bounce out my shoulder popping. Bounce your shoulder, feel the vibe. I ain't stressing today, yo. I ain't stressing today, bounce. You negative, well I ain't got time. I ain't stressing today, yo. I ain't stressing today, bounce. Peace and love is on my mind. I ain't stressing today, yeah. I ain't stressing today, bounce. I'ma tell you one more time. I ain't stressing today, yeah. I ain't stressing today, bounce. Watch my whip today, I buffed it up good with the chamois. Feeling good, think I might just pull up on my granny. We watch that Wheel of Fortune while we eat that church chicken. She tell me that she been thinking one day I'm gonna win a Grammy. I say that shout out to my barber, that boy on a mission. Got my line so crispy when I talk they pay attention. And my lady is so bad, swear she was born in her bag. Had to give her extra care to go tip her beautician. Like how you look that good? I'm about to show you off, let's cruise up through my neighborhood. You said my partner tried to holler, boy I wish he would. You know what, I ain't even much tripping. I'm confident in me, so can't nobody catch me slipping. And don't call me on FaceTime, I be barely texting. Trying to love up on myself, I'ma send me a message. Nah, please don't hit my line if all you got to do is lie. It don't matter, I ain't gonna check, I'ma be busy flexing. Bounce your shoulder, feel the vibe. I ain't stressing today, yo. I ain't stressing today, bounce. You negative, well I ain't got time. I ain't stressing today, yo. I ain't stressing today, bounce. Peace and love is on my mind. I ain't stressing today, yeah. I ain't stressing today, bounce. I'ma tell you one more time. I ain't stressing today, yeah. I ain't stressing today, bounce. Hey, hold up. Why you mad at everybody out there? Did you hug yourself today? Yo, I ain't stressing today. I ain't stressing today. Yo. You got somebody getting on your nerves, trying to go on your day. Here's what you tell them. Yo, I ain't stressing today. I ain't stressing today. Yo, this Alice.
That's a dope ass track right there, man. What's good with y'all? How y'all doing today, man? I'm about to come up here in a second. I'm about to finish rolling up my joint. What's good with y'all though, man? Yeah, shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1, man, for always keeping the convo going. And like I always say, man, we definitely must protect our intellectual property at all costs, man. At all costs. Right? And Busta Rhymes and Fat Joe and all these corny ass dudes keep running their goddamn mouths talking about Latinos and Caribbeans contributed to hip hop when they did none of the sort. Right? I'm gonna do a show on Saturday concerning this, man. You feel me? Innovation does not equal creation. You hear me? Innovation does not equal creation. Right? Y'all remember that shit, man. What's good with y'all, though, man? How y'all doing on this early afternoon? Yes, me and Els, we definitely still going in later on tonight because we got to get to the bottom of that situation right there. We got to talk about this when we talk about tonight on there. But I just wanted to tap in with y'all real quick. The Most High was leaning on my spirit to do what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I was at the gym earlier today, and Sinful been gone for a little bit, minute now, resting the essence of Sinful. But what I noticed when I got to the gym today, the first thing on my YouTube feed, for whatever reason, was a video from Sinful. And I clicked on it off top, right? And it was the video entitled, right, There's a video entitled "The Joy of This Game Is Our Strength," or is my strength, right? So, you know, I'm just sitting here listening to what Sinful was saying in the stream, and it was a powerful stream, man. It was powerful. I gotta say so myself, right? And it just now mind you, I'm listening to this as I'm working out. I'm listening to my brother Sinful the whole time while I'm working out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was yeah, I'm the type of guy when I work out, don't get me wrong, I like to listen to music, but I don't necessarily have to listen to music. Sometimes when I work out, I will either I'll listen to Geno Jennings. Shout out to Geno Jennings. I'll listen to my brother Larry Gators. Shout out to Larry Gators. I'll listen to one of me and my pops. One of me and my pops, Spiritual Roots Sunday. Oh, gee, what it do, man? I'll listen to that. Or I just like to listen to, you know what I'm saying, inspirational stuff sometimes while I work out. I don't really need to listen to a lot of hippity hoppity, loud, super jacked up music when I'm working out. Sometimes I like to listen to inspirational stuff when I'm working out. And when I went into the gym room today, so I went to the gym today, you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, y'all, man. Like, my life isn't the best life. My life ain't nowhere near the worst life, right? My life is what it is. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm making daily improvements to make better. And, I'm not complaining about anything. I'm not upset about anything. But, I'm human. Contrary to popular opinions, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say I get in my feelings, but I say sometimes, like I say, I'm a human. Sometimes I myself be feeling like, and I question myself a lot. A man ain't a man if a man ain't a man if he ain't constantly questioning himself. In this day and age, you got to. One of the main reasons why I'm constantly questioning myself, for one, to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and two, to make sure my thoughts are my thoughts, right? Or to make sure that my thoughts are in line with the Most High as much as to my ability, right? And I'm not perfect. I'll fall short, but when I'm going to the gym today, it's chest day. You know what I'm talking about? And the first thing on my phone is my BREDREN SINFUL to P. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to necessarily say that I've been feeling down lately, but with all this stuff going on in the world, you know what I mean? Like, I'm human, y'all. You know what I mean? I guess to a certain degree and extent, you could say that I'm an empath, right? So I can feel a lot of stuff. That's why I don't really too much talk about how I feel, because I feel a lot of things. Now, within that, I know how I feel don't matter to a lot of people. This is why I don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I talk about my feelings to people who I know actually really care. You know what I'm saying? That way it don't fall on deaf ears. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I was feeling down, but, I just be thinking sometimes, and I just get in the zone in my mind. Uncle Diggity, what it do, man? Nah, man, this is some impromptu stuff, right? We still going in at 7. Don't get it twisted. Me and L still going in. We normally call each other like around between 5 and 6 p.m. on Tuesday. So L fuck around and pop up over here. So we definitely still going in at 7. It's just the Most High was leaning on me. You hear me, y'all? Most High was leaning on me to do this stream right now. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about I was at the gym. You hear me? I was at the gym. You already know Uncle Diggity. I'm talking about Uncle Diggity, bro. I was at the gym. I got to the gym earlier today, right? And if y'all look on my page, I do a little shorts every day I go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like. This is my motivation and inspiration for anybody who see that, to get y'all's ass in that gym. So every day I go to the gym, I do a little short. And as soon as I got done doing that, and I looked on my phone, it was a video from SINFUL to P, right? And as the video was titled, "The Game Is Your Strength," right? And I'm sitting here listening to it, and I'm like, damn. And you know, as I'm listening to it, I heard the voice of the Most High just tell me, man, do a stream talking about this very same thing. Clear as day, just like that. See, when you have a relationship with the Most High, you don't necessarily have to be holy and sanctified. I'm sitting here trying to tell you because I am not. And God talks to me. And I'm not, I know the difference between the voice of God and the voice of God technology. One thing the Most High has blessed me with is a high sense of discernment. Right? And no demons gonna fool me with their stupid, weak ass voice of capital lowercase God technology, right? You already know, Uncle Diggity, man. I'm glad y'all here, man. I respect y'all brothers. I love y'all brothers and sisters, man. But I'm just saying, you know, I only do these impromptus when the spirit leans on me to do it. I'll be like compelled. It's like I tell you, I'm at the gym in the sauna listening to the rest of this Sinful to Peace stream, and I just hear the voice. I hear the voice of what I know is the Most High saying. Do it said clear as day. Do a stream on this when you get home. Right? And here I am doing it, man. And I think it's a powerful message. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who's tapping in and tuning in, I hope you get something out of this. I ain't gonna keep y'all long, right? I ain't gonna keep y'all long at all. Because we still going in at 7. But like I said, I was leaning. It was, and like I said, the Lord leaned on me to go this way, man. So I'm gonna just do what was leaning in my heart, man. You feel me? See, and that's the thing right there, man. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't this isn't a decision or a move made out of my feelings. You know what I'm saying? When I say compelled, I'm talking about when you have a relationship with the Most High and you hear that voice and you know it's the Most High's, man, clear as day. When you get home, do a stream on this, verbatim, those words. When you get home, do a stream on this, right? So here I am. You hear me? And that's why I say all praises to the Most High, man. You hear me? Even as I'm sitting here lighting up a joint saying that, right? Y'all got to be able to get your mind frame around the thought process of, you know what I'm saying, even though you may be living a certain lifestyle or whatever, man, that don't mean you can't be used, won't be used, and ain't going to be used, man. And that don't mean that just because you're doing certain things that you don't pay homage and respect to the Most High. You feel me? Now, right? Y'all see the scripture, right? I'm going to pull it up on the screen for y'all real quick. I'm going to pull it up on the screen for y'all real quick. Hold on real quick, y'all. All right. I like to pull up actual scripture, not something somebody else wrote. Right. Yeah, that's not it either. Hold on, y'all got the wrong one real quick. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, y'all. Oh, this fancy stuff. This dude a goddamn verse, like sheesh. So with all this fancy stuff, man. My God, let's get the Bible verse, man. Sheesh. This stuff is crazy, man. Like, why can't I just, what's going on? Right. This is the full verse right here, man. All right. Shout out to the homie Dear Silas, man. That's one of my favorite songs, man. And you know what I'm saying? With how I was feeling today and the message I got from listening to my brother SINFUL P, that song fit perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's going on in the world, man, you know, I ain't stressing about nothing, man. You feel me? I really don't focus too much on things that's out of my control anyway. But, you know what I'm saying? I have to be honest with y'all. You know what I mean? I got to keep it 1,000 with y'all. I am an empath. I feel a lot of things. And I don't mean feel from an emotional standpoint either. I'm talking from a spiritual, energetic standpoint. I feel a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And I understand why I've been given this ability and this discernment is because it's to make you stronger. Most High ain't gonna give you nothing that you cannot handle. Right? Nothing you cannot handle. And when you are constantly being tested, that means you're being prepped for something. So think about it like that. In all my life, man, I've been having these different experiences. And what I will say is this, right? You know what I mean? God definitely had a hand on and in my life. You hear me? Gotta say that because there's plenty of times where I shouldn't be here no more, man. You hear me? Seriously. You know what I mean? When we just think about it, though, Uncle D, man, think about the many times that you almost done lost your life. And we still here, Uncle Diggity, babe. Right? Get all the people who gone. All the people who we came up with doing whatever we was doing, they're no longer here. But we are. So, you know, keep that in mind, man. Don't respect that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that for granted. If you done lived a tumultuous life like me, like my nigga Uncle Diggity had, like a lot of us have, and we still here, right? When so many people are not, especially people who we came up with who was doing exactly what we was doing and they gone, but we here, man, listen. You hear me? Don't take that for granted, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But the actual full scripture is Nehemiah 8:10. Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 10. Then he said unto them, go your way, eat the fat, and drink the sweet, and send portions unto them for whom nothing is prepared. For this day is holy unto our Lord. Neither be ye sorry, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Powerful words right there, man. The joy of the Lord is your strength. And I like how SINFUL used to say the game, because when all actuality what SINFUL actually was talking about when he talking about this game on a higher level, spiritual level, he talking about the joy of the Most High, right? That's why I live my life the way I do, man. I don't stress myself out about things over which I have no control. And the things that I do have control over, right, I make it an effort to change what needs to be changed and leave alone what doesn't need to be changed. You hear me? And like I say, man, you know, my life is not perfect. My life's not perfect at all. You feel me? I wish, you know, things could be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot better. Ooh, but that could be so much more worse. And that's the joy that I get, right? That I truly get joy from that. You know, regardless of any situation you or I may find ourselves in, right? We absolutely must put the effort and the energy into finding the joy in it, man. You understand what true joy is, man? No matter where you are in life, no matter what your present situation is in your life, you got to be able to find the joy in that, man. You hear me? Shout out to my brother Sinful to P for inspiring and motivating me to move this way. The Lord worked through him and now working through me. It's a beautiful thing, man. I appreciate it. All right. You got to have joy, man. Right? You got to have straight joy no matter what, no matter what's going on, no matter what the trials and tribulations may be, no matter what diverse situation you may go through right now, man. You might be 10 toes down on your hard luck, man. You might have just got fired from your job. Your girl might have left you. Your mama might have died. Whoever just passed. You understand what I'm saying, man? And you feeling like right now, like the enemy got you like where he wants you. I mean, you feeling like right now, like it's all over. You feeling like, you know, everything going on in the world ain't nothing compared to what you going through right now, man. You hear me? But I wanted to do this stream to reinvigorate y'all, to reassure y'all, man. Right? You got to have joy in everything you doing in any situation you are in. You got to have joy, brother. You got to be happy no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I know. I know stuff is crazy now, man. You know, we living in very tumultuous times right now. You know what I'm talking about? But regardless of any of that, we still got to find joy in the situation, man. Right? And the joy is your strength. Right? They said the verse says the joy of the Lord is your strength. And what is the joy of the Lord? Right? What is the joy of the Lord? Right? How many of y'all know the answer to that? Right? The joy of the Lord is to see his creation being fruitful and multiplying and doing exactly what he designed them to do. That's the joy of the Lord. The joy of the Lord is us recognizing who our Father is, who our Creator is, and paying homage for that. That's the joy of the Lord, and that is what gives us strength. It should strengthen us. It should make us stronger. It should bring us joy, right? And when we have joy in our life, we should be strong. Right? When we know or when we do things in a way, right? When we do things truly selfless, right? Like YESHUA did. We truly do truly selfless acts, y'all. You know what I mean? Not recording it on social engineering and then posting it on Facebook and Instagram so everybody can see and all that. And I'm talking about when you do truly selfless things, right? That brings you joy, right? Not only does that bring you joy, that brings joy to the Most High, and that in return strengthens you to continue to do that. And you got to be able to do that no matter what your situation is. It is hard, Uncle Diggity, man. Who you telling, man? It's hard, right? It's not easy being a man. On top of that, it's not easy being a man of God. Now, within being a man of God, y'all realize most of the men of God who were caught and sent and chosen, you realize these guys had nothing to do with God. You realize these guys didn't even want anything to do with God. It's a beautiful thing. That's how powerful the Most High is, man. And it took me a long, long, long time to figure this out. But this is how I know. And I don't brag about this. I'm just speaking on it because I've been given the authority and been told to do so. You know, if I'm not mistaken, in the scripture, it says speak boldly. You hear me? Now, that didn't, well, at least not to my knowledge in the scripture, that didn't denote or connotate that only to people who were saved. All right? Like my pops say, man, all souls belong to YESHUA, man. Even those who don't necessarily accept or love YESHUA. Right? And this was leaning on me just to have this conversation with y'all, man, because, you know what I'm saying, I know it's a lot of people right now who are going through things right now. I know it's a lot of people who got a lot of stress on their brain. There's a lot of people who are going through very tumultuous, you know what I'm saying, dysfunctional things in their life, you know what I'm saying? You got, like I said, you got people dying, you know, any situation that it is, man, you know what I mean? And my message, my encouragement is to be encouraged. And with that, have joy in everything. Try to find the happiness and the joy in everything it is you doing, right? Work towards putting more effort into finding the good in everything versus only focusing on the bad, right? This is something that I have to tell myself, right? This is something that I had to tell myself. This is something that the Most High has been leaning on me, for me, right? You know, and it's not easy. I know a person like myself might make some things look easy, but, you know, I'm totally fallible and not perfect, y'all. At all. Not even a little bit, man. Right? I'm just as messed up as anybody else, man. Right? But one thing for sure, two things for certain. When I wake up, when I rise, I'm happy. I'm truly happy. When I say I'm truly happy, I mean, regardless of what my current situation may be, right? I'm happy. Regardless of the state of the world that I'm in, I'm happy. All right? When I get up, when I rise, and I get up and I brush my teeth and, you know, grab me an apple, because you see, I eat an apple right after I brush my teeth. I'm so used to this when I get up in the morning, just brushing. That's like the first thing I do, right? Grab an apple, I head to the gym, right? It brings me joy to walk in the gym. It brings me joy. It makes me happy, and it gives me more strength to keep going, man. It brings joy to my soul to be in the gym and sweating, working out, exercising, moving my body. My mind is completely, totally in a whole nother astrosphere. You hear me? Astral. My mind is just somewhere different. You hear me? You know what I mean? I'm moving, I'm sweating. And when I'm in the gym, this is one of the main reasons, and I know this is for a lot of people too. One of the main reasons why people probably go to the gym, and I know it's for me, is because when I'm at the gym, even if I'm listening to music, that doesn't distract me. I think I come to discover that the music only makes me hone in on the voice even more. And at the gym is when I have my deepest conversations with the Most High. Even as I'm maybe listening to one of me and my pops replays or one of me and my pops podcasts on spiritual roots, whether I'm listening to one of my homie Red's replay, whether I'm listening to I still be playing back listening to. I only listen to the same people. I don't listen to a lot of you niggas on YouTube, man. A lot of you, because I could listen. I don't listen to a lot of different people on YouTube because I have fine-tuned ears and I can instantly hear when you talking bullshit. As soon as I get that first iota of bullshit, I don't even want to listen to what you saying no more, man. You know, now if it's something that's pertaining to my research or what I'm doing concerning to the show, I'll listen for journalistic purposes. But just to sit there and just listen to, I don't do that. As soon as I hear some bullshit, that shit getting cut off. You know what I'm talking about? So I only listen to the same people who I listen to, man. Now some people could say whatever, but you know, when I listen to other guys who's infinite-minded guys, man, I feel like that's steel sharpening steel. You hear me? Because I don't got it all figured out. That's why I can listen to my brother Ray. I can listen to Sinful. I can listen to Larry Gayers. I can listen to Geno Jennings. You hear me? Them was the four main people who I actually listen to on a daily basis. None of you other niggas, man. And it's not to say that none of y'all are as good or talented or ain't got nothing good to say. It's just that where I'm at here, like I have a very low tolerance for bullshit, and sad to say, most of y'all are saying bullshit. Take it however you want to take it, feel however you want to feel. If you're real, you know that's some real spiel right there. You know, y'all tap in. If y'all real, the real resonates. We interact and we connect, and even through the airwaves and the frequencies of the internet and all that stuff, we find each other. And it's not like we're finding each other. Take a case in point with me. Y'all ever heard the story of matter of fact, I made my whole movie out of it. So yeah, I have. I'm pretty sure y'all might remember if y'all been really tapping in when I did the stream on my movie I made called The Golden Fleece. Right? We are all like Jason searching for the golden fleece, right? And those real ones, we resonate, right? And we gravitate towards each other because it's only right? Like attracts like, unlike we've been told in this reality that opposites and like don't, right? Or like and like don't attract. We've been told that opposites attract, right? And that goes completely against everything that's right in the Zach, right? But we all resonate and gravitate towards each other, right? And no matter if it's through the internet or whatever, it don't matter. We're going to all gravitate towards each other. And we're like Jason in the Golden Fleece in the sense that when we come on these here internet waves, YouTube, it's social engineering, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever it may be, right? You know what I'm saying? We out here interacting with people. You know what I'm saying? And as we sit out here being the type of person you may be, you're gonna gravitate and, like I say, towards that same thing, man. And we much like Jason in the Gold Fleece in a huge sense. Jason had a crew of Argonauts who, when he went out, in the search of the Golden Fleece, he had to complete a lot of tasks on the way, right? And they all didn't get along at the same time, the Argonauts, but they all always got back on the same accord and realized that they were all on the same quest to find the Golden Fleece, only to finally find the Golden Fleece and realize that you only been looking for yourself, right? And if real recognized real, and it looked familiar, right? When you sit out here and you engage in social engineering, whatever way you do, right? you putting out the energy, maybe subconsciously, maybe consciously, to attract you to you. So when y'all tap in with me over here at A Real Talk, it's not so much as y'all tapping in with what I'm saying, y'all tapping in with what we saying, what you're saying, right? And that brings me joy. This brings me joy, right? It brings me joy to sit up here with y'all and chop it up with y'all, put y'all up on game about the infinite knowledge I've been bestowed upon with, at the same time, soaking up from y'all as well, right? That brings me joy, right? It makes me happy and brings me joy to sit up here and do this. And the joy is my strength. You feel me? Because that's what keeps me going, right? Everything else is just a plus. You know what I'm saying? And at times it can get, because like I said, at the same time, man, we got personal things going on in our lives, man. You know what I'm saying? Family members sick, dying, or, whatever the situation may be. At the same time, I got to still do what I'm here to do and handling all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's, it can become a lot at times, though, man. But the strength comes from the joy of doing and pursuing that what you have been chosen to do. That's a beautiful feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest of the essence to our brother Sinful to P. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because listening to what he was saying earlier, like I say, I constantly listen to my homie Sinful. I constantly listen to my man Ray. I constantly listen to all the different guys. I listen to Jap every now and again. I still listen to some of Kevin's old stuff, man. So I listen to Gators. I listen to Jennings, man. When I'm feeling like, let's just say when I'm feeling like, because at times, I would be lying if I said that sometimes I don't feel motivated, right? And it ain't for none of you other reasons outside. It's all for me. Sometimes I get up and I just don't feel like doing something, but I know I have to, right? And that brings me joy. It brings me joy knowing that I can defeat that voice in my head. That brings me joy and that keeps me strong. It'd be days when I get up and I do not want to go to the gym. Anybody who goes to the gym and has made going to the gym a regular part of your life, y'all know what I'm talking about right now. I'll be sitting up here lying if it was days when I say I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to get up and go to the gym, but I know I have to because I have been reaping the benefits of going to the gym. So as soon as that thought comes into my mind, I instantly shatter it with no. It's a reason why you get up and go to the gym. Matter of fact, you're benefiting from going to the gym. You know what? Hey, let's go to the gym. And it brings me joy every time I get there. And then I'll be sitting there like, oh, man, I'm so glad I came to the gym and I didn't decide to not to. Right? And when you got that relationship, like I say, with the Most High, no matter where you are in your life, man, it's a beautiful thing because, like the homie Simple used to always say, man, the mercies, man. I get up every day when I wake up. Every day when I wake up. Now, I don't get on my knees or nothing like that, but I definitely say to myself, right? And when I have my conversation with the Most High, man, I thank the Most High for causing me to arise today. It's a beautiful thing, right? It's beautiful. There's a lot of people who wake up and they hate their lives. There's a lot of people who wish they didn't wake up today. There's a lot of people who sincerely, genuinely have no joy, right? And you can tell these people who have no joy, right? Because they're just so serious about everything, or they're not serious about anything, right? There's no balance to them. It's either extreme or, extreme high or extreme low. You know what I mean? But you can tell somebody don't have no joy in their life, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I truly am like when I say when I wake up in the morning, y'all, man. You understand what I'm saying? When I wake up in the morning, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. When y'all understand where I'm coming from when I tell y'all it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm truly, and this is why I can speak on this because I say it, man. I'm truly happy, man. Right? Truly happy, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man. Because like I said, it could be so much better, but it could be so much worse. And when I think about where I've been in my life, you know what I'm saying? When I think about where I could end up, you understand what I'm saying, Uncle D? If I could, when I realize and think about where I could end up, if I was to allow any situation I could possibly find myself in out here now, right? To cause me to want to go back to, you feel what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, it's that, and that brings me joy. You hear me? That makes me happy knowing that I could be out here doing some real wild stuff. Y'all could be getting to, man. Listen, but it brings me joy in knowing that knowing I could be doing something else, but I intentionally, wittingly not partake in it because I know where it's going to lead me to, man. I know where it's going to lead me to, man. You feel me, Uncle Diggity, man? Niggas busting 12-hour shifts. You hear me? Now, that's better than being out here in these streets or whatever. We make it happen, whatever we make it happen or whatever, but it's, no matter where a man is in his life, he might, be successful. He got a decent job, you know what I'm saying? Maybe making a little bit of money for himself, you know what I'm talking about? And that can look like whatever it looks like. You can be making a whole bunch of money. You can be making some just decent money. You taking care of your business and stuff, man. But, it's like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something missing. You know what I mean? You got to find that joy. It's that joy that's missing, man. You can just honestly hear dudes with all this bread, they just miserable. I got homies that hit me up all the time. My homies are still in the streets, playing in the streets. You know what I'm talking about? Be hitting me up from time to time just to be like, man, Virgil, I just got to come chop it up with you, Virgil. Like, you know what I'm saying? These dudes be telling me what they be going, man. I be like, man, they stressed out. And I be like, dude, you got, like I'm an empath, so I can feel that shit, bro. Especially these niggas I be knowing. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to tell something like, listen, man, like, I got hella love for you, man, but you know what I'm saying? I have to, I don't know what he does. Some of my niggas be going through it, man. And but it's a blessing though. And I find joy. Listen here, I don't want y'all to get this twisted. I'm not getting pleasure out of their misery or perceived misery, right? Their misfortune that they're sharing with me. I don't get pleasure out of that. But when I say I get joy out of that, because for one, that this brother even think enough of me to want to even confide in me with his deep, dark stuff that he don't talk to nobody about. That, for one, bringing joy to me right there, because that's an honor and a privilege right there. You know what I'm saying? Two, it just reinforces and reminds me that, and this is where people kind of say the messed up aspect of it too, but we just got to keep it real. It puts me in the mind frame. It makes me even more grateful and thankful and have more joy that, damn, just when I think my situation, right, is what it is, and or it can't get no worse or whatever, I'm listening to this guy. I'm like, man, well, shit, I ain't going through that. You feel me? And it just reminds me, how joyful I actually am. You feel me? How thankful I actually am. Like, hold on, well, you know what I'm saying? Brother, money might not be where it is at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? But because that's mainly what it is when it comes to us guys, man. When our money ain't right, shit, ain't nothing right. Nothing else is going to be right. You know what I'm saying? But in the process of getting your bread where you wanted to be, so you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to keep that joy. Right? Because, like, if you a real hustler like me or my brother Uncle Diggity, you know what I'm saying? We done been up, we done been down, we done been up, we done been down. Right? Roller coaster, stock exchange, up and down like the stock exchange, right? But you gotta always find that joy, man. Right? Always got to find that joy. You always got to find that happiness, man. And that is what strengthens you, man. That's what it means when they say you're joyously. That which brings you joy and strengthens you. It makes you strong, right? And joy ain't something that you can just, joy has to come naturally. It has to come from within. Nothing outside of you can bring you joy. Huh? My brother Uncle Diggity say, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I missed the money, but it don't equate to my baby girl. I'd rather be legit with a fraction of them. And that's what I'm saying. That brings me joy, Uncle Diggity, man. You know what I'm saying? That brings me joy knowing that my baby girl, I could call her on the phone without having to. You were talking to a correctional, this man, correctional. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you know what I mean? Talking to my baby girl on the phone. I ain't got to be hugging my daughter and while men with guns and stuff is watching and, you know what I mean, in this messed up environment, man, joyful, man. You know what I mean? That brings me joy knowing that I can sit up on the phone and call my daughter right now, man. It makes me happy, man. That brings peace to my heart and to my soul, man, regardless of what the current situation may be, regardless of what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? We got to find joy in everything, man, because it's crazy right now. In the time, in the era and when we are being forever manipulated and pushed into being unhappy, being angry, being upset. You hear me? Having hatred in our heart. Our society is geared and strategically designed to, I'm talking about to optimize that in us, right? Being there for my baby is it for me. I had to grow up and figure that out. I neglected everything, chasing money around until I landed in prison. You feel me, Uncle Diggity? And that's what it is for me. You know what I'm saying? My daughter called me earlier today. She texted me. Jen texted me earlier and said, you know what I'm saying? Because I text Jen every morning. You know what I'm saying? If I can't, I call her. And for some reason, sometimes I don't be able to reach her because she be on the school bus or already at school. So I always text her. And she texted me back today. And she just let me know. She was just like, I love you know what I'm saying? Thanks for telling me have a good day, basically, whatever. And she told me she don't need me to come pick her up from school today. Right? Cool beans, right? You feel me? It just you know what I mean? Just to the fact that I'm actually physically here. You know what I'm saying? To be able to go spend her birthday with her at that demonic. Ooh, and I'm gonna do a stream on this too, y'all. We got this spot in my city called Otherworld Uncle Diggity. Oh my God. I'm gonna do a show on this next week, y'all. Maybe next Monday. I think I'll do it on Monday. Right? Man, listen here, y'all, man. But and like I say, I'll be talking to my daughter all the time, and I'll be telling her, like, Jen, you don't even know where that stuff comes from. Like, you don't even realize that the reason why you have affinity, the reason why you have interest, a liking for this type of subject matter, you don't even understand why you do. And this is why I always say to y'all, man, it's up to us as parents, right? Man, listen, Uncle Diggity, man, y'all hear me? I'm gonna do a live stream on this place Monday. Man, listen, y'all, man. It is very demonic. Oh, I got a lot of pictures, man. You hear me? And I'm going to show all of this stuff to y'all on Monday, man. We're going to do a show. Next Monday coming up. Next Monday's show is going to be about this demonic ass devil's anus portal. Different. It's like this is how I'm going to describe it, Uncle Dick. This is how I'm going to describe Otherworld for y'all, right? This is how I'm going to describe Otherworld for y'all, right? Otherworld is like the mad different demonic dimensions all converging on what I told y'all are ley lines or dragon lines or what we call lines of longitude and latitude. It's like hella meridians, hella ley lines, dragon lines are intersecting at that location where other world is at. And when you get the other world, that's the vortex world. It's the combination of all these messed up demonic dimensions coming together, joining together. That's what otherworld is. It is so demonic. Uncle Diggity, when I walked in the building, do you hear what I'm saying, bro? Let me light my joint up for this, man. Right? And I'm telling y'all, when I say I'm an empath, this is the main reason why I don't really speak on how I feel too much, because I feel everything. Right? And if I can feel everything in this reality, I don't really put too much energy in that, because I know in this reality it's illusory in its aspect. It is the fallen state of the original reality. So, that's why I say I gotta constantly check myself, because I want to make sure my thoughts are my thoughts. You hear me? Yeah. I swear to God, Uncle Diggity, you're gonna see when I do the show next Monday, y'all just gonna bug y'all out. Otherworld is hella creepy, man. Hella creepy. I ain't gonna lie, Uncle Diggity, when I first walked up in there, bro, I'm like, instantly, as soon as I walking up there, when I felt it, I'm thinking it's cold. Let me tell y'all something, man. And it's been like this with me since I was a young boy, man. And when I was young, I used to have these experiences and see the stuff I saw. I used to not be able to make sense of it, because for real, this is why what made me get into studying phrenology and studying trauma-based mind control and stuff like, and neuroscience and all that, and neurology, because I wanted to be able to. I knew it was a science behind it. I knew it was a science behind this experience I had when I was a kid. Like, hold on, man. Because even when I was a youngster, man, Uncle D, even when I was a young boy, you hear me? I knew the experience I had were real, but now that I'm a man, I just realized now that I didn't know that I knew. You feel me? But even innately, and I did. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, man. You hear me? And when I walked in the other world, y'all, this is something else that brings me joy. It brings me joy to know. And it makes me happy. And it strengthens me, right? It makes me stronger. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I was in Otherworld, I was uncomfortable, right? Too much demonic energy being harnessed and manifested in that place, y'all. I promise you, man. You hear me? And as I'm in Otherworld, you feel me? Soon as I'm walking up there, you know what I'm saying, I'm feeling, y'all hear me say my spidey sense. I call it my spidey sense. I'm a fan of Spider-Man. I've been since I was a kid, right? I call it my spidey sense. Soon as I'm walking up to the building, and I know it's my spidey sense, when I feel this tingling sensation on the back of my neck, and my hair stand up on the back of my neck, like literally on my spine, and I feel that. I know it's some presences around me. You hear me? Not only do I know there's some presences around me, I know that they know that I am around them. If that makes sense any to you. You feel me? So when I first felt it, I'm like, right? But I'm just attributed to being cold outside. So I'm like, oh, but when I get in the building, no. I said, no. I said, hold on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on up in here? Right? And as soon as I get up in there, it's a dark, just a tone to the building. They got the lights real low. They got a lot of neon and fluorescent lights and shit in there, man. And we walk in. Now, I briefly looked online, but I didn't go in depth. And when I walked in here, Uncle Diddy, oh my God, it reminds you of, you remember the movie? Y'all remember the movie Little Monsters? Uncle Diggity? Anybody else listening? Y'all remember that movie, Little Monsters? Y'all remember that movie, Little Monsters, with Fred Savage in it and his little brother Ben Savage, and who was it that played the monster? Man, who was that dude, man? It was yes, Howie Mandel. Right? Right? This movie is deep too, y'all. Yep. Yep. That was my shit too, Uncle Diggity. You already know, bro. I'm about to pull it up on the screen for y'all. All right. Mm-hmm. Now, y'all remember when they went under them beds, right? That's what Otherworld is. I'm telling you, Uncle Diggity, it was demonic, bro. You hear me? And I'm definitely going to do a live stream on that Monday coming up for sure. Right? But yeah, though, man. And like even when I went to Otherworld, man, right, with my daughter and them, man, her mom picked that demonic ass shit out, right? Even when I got in there and I sensed the energy in there already, right? You know what I mean? I'm in my mind the whole time, like, man, this is crazy, man. Watch when I show y'all this stuff that I got, man, from this place on Monday. It's hella creepy, man. It's hella creepy. You feel me? But, you know, yeah, that was my movie back in the day, too, with my brother Ben Savage in it and Fred Savage playing in it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Ben Savage played in it. His little brother Fred Savage played in it. His little brother Ben Savage played in it. Howie Mandel played the Maurice monster nigga. Who else played in this movie? Nobody memorable anyway. Yeah, nobody memorable, man. You only remember these three people right here. Right? I just wanted to show y'all that real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? But the joy of the Lord is our strength, man. Right? Just keep that in mind, man. You know what I'm saying? The joy of the Lord, the joy of this game, the joy of life is your strength, man. What is joy, man? Right? You get joy from not taking everything so serious, man. Right? You get joy from knowing that you doing that what you're supposed to be doing, or in the process of artistly seeking that out. You know, you get joy in being selfless. Right? You're supposed to get joy out of being of service to other people, man. All right. That's where you get joy from, man. All right. Doing things without expecting something in return. Right. Not saying that if you are in business that you just don't. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? But, you know, use your higher thinking when you hear a statement like that. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's another way of just saying make sure you do things with the good intentions. You know, make sure you do stuff with the good intentions so it won't be filled with ill intentions, right? And then you're just gonna be passing on that negativity, man. You know what I mean? You gotta be like Job, man. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta be like Job. You hear me? Y'all gotta be like my brother Job, man. You know what I'm talking about? The patience of Job, man. No matter what's thrown at you, man. You hear me, man? I'm talking about, I don't care what it is, man. You hear me? I don't care what it is, what the situation may be, no matter what they saying, no matter what people doing to you. You know what I mean? They could be sitting here calling you all type of names. You know what I'm talking about? Sitting up here calling you all type of names. People just sitting here assassinating your character. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You could be sitting here afflicted with any type of ailments or diseases or chronic diseases. You understand what I'm saying, man? You might got that schmoment or something like that, man. I'm talking about your health might not be too good. Yeah, man. See? See how they get when you start talking heavy? The unintelligent artificial intelligence don't like that, man. You hear me? Doing it again. Right? My man Job. You know what I'm saying? Job got afflicted with all type of diseases. You know, he lost all his property, he lost his wealth, he lost everything. You know what I'm saying? He lost it all, man. You know, the worst of the worst situations you could find yourself. He was in prison. You hear me? Man, I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? What y'all know about being in the hole? And not only being in the hole for something that you did not do. It'd be different if I actually did what I went to the hole for. I wouldn't have felt, not that I felt bad about being in the hole, but I wouldn't have, you know, it would have been not as rough. Or should I say it would have been as like, damn. But let me tell y'all something, man. You hear me? And this is where your mind get tested. This is where your true will get tested, man. You hear me? I was in the hole, man. I'm sitting here hearing dudes smash their heads up against the wall, man. I'm hearing dudes banging on the wall all night, banging on the door, going crazy. Do you understand me, Uncle Diggity, man? I was in the hole for 45 days. The average human, within 3 weeks, you're going to snap, right? Trust me, I know, right? And I'm sitting in the hole for 45 days behind some shit I didn't even do. You hear me? And I'm telling you right now, y'all, man, that is where my true test and will as a man was truly formed, right? And this is why I say y'all got to be able to find joy in the worst of situations that you could possibly find yourself in or end up in actually. Yeah, the whole is very inhumane. It is cruel and unusual punishment, totally violating the U.S. Constitution. Some holes are worse than some, but you know, they're all terrible. Solitary confinement is cruel and unusual punishment. It can literally mentally alter most human beings. See, and this is what I'm going to say right here. You have to be a strong-minded. You have to be one of these. You have to be one of the chosen. Do you understand what I'm saying? For you to be able to sit in a hole for an extensive amount of time and not be changed in such a way to where it permanently affects you for life, that's a different type of cat right there, y'all. I'm telling you right now, man, most of you niggas, y'all niggas would have snapped in the hole. 3 weeks tops. Oh, I've seen it so many times, right? And when I say snapped, I don't mean blah, 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 going crazy. I mean snapped mentally, right? Some of y'all get accustomed to going to the hole, right? Solitary, right, can be good, but it can also be dangerous, right? You got to have that perfect balance like everything in this reality. You hear me? And when it comes to being in solitary confinement, Uncle Diggity, forced, imposed solitary confinement, to be able to sit in that environment for an extended period of time and it not break you here in any form or fashion, yet you use that time to strengthen this, make this stronger, which is what I did. Not bragging on that. It wasn't me by myself. See, I always pay homage. I always give praise and thanks because I know it wasn't me by myself. Right? I see dudes snap in the hole, man. Completely, totally lose their minds, man. You hear me? And that's how I know the average person, the average human, especially y'all out here. And the very fact, think about this, Uncle Diggity. So us being in a who's gal and having our experience with that situation, not bragging on it, but speaking on it from a perspective of enlightenment in hopes that y'all don't repeat similar things to get y'all ass up in the who's gal. Let me get this straight. We ain't never sitting up here aggrandizing, championing, promoting, advertising, advocating for any type of criminal lifestyle or street shit, right? As far as it being a good thing or something we encourage, especially young brothers, to do. No, absolutely not. We speak, and I speak on my experiences, like I say, with the hopes that you soak up game and don't repeat that and do something different, right? But even in the joint, though, man, you feel me? Sitting in solitary confinement is where it's either going to do one or two things. It's going to make you or it's going to break you. It's sad to say it breaks more than it makes. With my situation, definitely made me. I understand why the Most High put me through that situation now. I really do. Not only did I have to endure being by myself, right? And I wasn't by myself. I had a cellie in the hole. You got a cellie in the hole, right? But you know, everything happened for a reason, man. You hear me? And just, you know, what I learned from that experience. Now, I've been to the hole twice, and what I learned from both experiences was that, you know, it was a part of my path and journey to have that experience. Because how else would I be able to keep my strength, right? Keep my faith, keep my mind focused on the task that I'm here to do if I'm not put and trusted and tried in the worst of environments. You know, when I was in the hole, I didn't have access to none of my reading material. When I was in the hole, I didn't have, you know, when you're in the hole, you don't have access to none. So you got to figure out ways to keep your mind sharp, man. Right? All I had when I was in the hole was a Bible, right? I had a Bible. I had some pencils, and I had 2 notebooks, 2 legal pads. So all my dudes that know what them legal pads is, right? I had 2 legal pads. You did. And I used to just write my thoughts down. You feel me? I wrote my workout routine down that I did when I was in the hole so I could keep my mind busy. I mapped out the whole day without I knew I was going to be in there so I would have a structure in the schedule. So I wouldn't lose sense of time, so I wouldn't lose my depth perception. You understand what I'm saying? When I was in a hole, I make sure I exercised every day. You understand what I'm saying? I make sure I opened up the window so we can get some fresh air in here. You know what I'm talking about? I make sure I kept the cell clean, right? One thing I could say about the hole when I was at CRC, they allowed us to clean the cells every day, right? Yeah, man. It taught me how to, for one, there's a lot of reasons why I went through that experience. And when I think about it, it brings me joy because, like I said, I'm prepared. I am prepared. I know how to live off of very little. I know how to live off of very little to no electricity whatsoever, right? I know how to live without watching TV. I know how to live, like I said, off of very little, right? I know how to keep my mind sharp and entertained without outside influence, right? And most of all, I know how to be by myself without it having a negative effect on me, right? And I'm glad that I went through those experiences. You know what I'm saying? Although it's not good for a guy to be alone for too long, right? Especially out here. But sometimes you got to be by yourself. And that's what the Most High is showing me right now. And every time I get and this is how I'm saying, we got to keep each other sharp. Still sharp as steel. This is why I was listening to Sinful today. It wasn't no mistake. It wasn't nobody happenstance that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to the gym today, you know what I'm saying, having the things on my mind that I've been having on my mind lately, and my brother Sinful pop up with that word. Have joy in everything you do, even though the world is falling around falling to complete stuff. I mean, crap around me, even though society is crumbling around me. And I can feel it all and I can see it. Y'all got to understand. Like I said, you don't have to understand, but tap in and walk with me. I have been given the sight to see, y'all. I can see where this stuff is going. I can see it. I see it clear as day. You got to understand, also on top of that, being an empath, like how I am feeling everything. That's why I tell people, I don't know why people be on some BS with me, man. Like, I can't tell you lying, right? Like, I can't tell that you're not being honest with me. Like, I don't feel what it is you got going on. I hate when people do that. Because if I say, man, what's going on, man? And you say, oh, nothing. I'm like, nah, man, what's going on? Trust me, whatever it is you got going on, I might not be able to pinpoint like specifically exactly what it is, but I know you got something going on. So when I say to you, you all right, man? Now, mind you, I don't have to physically be in your presence to do this, man. I could tell by the way you type in a Facebook post, something's going on, man. So if you my peoples and I inbox you or hit you on your phone, be like, man, you all right, man? I ain't bugging or tripping. I can feel it. So, you know, I just say that to say, you know, your secrets are safe with me. You're only sick as your secrets, man. All right. You're only sick as your secrets, man. Y'all remember that. You are only as sick as your secrets. You did? Yeah, man. Rest in the essence to my brother Sinful to P, man. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I heard that today, man. That was very encouraging. It was very reinvigorating, right? Look at my man Job on the screen, man. Job had sores all on his body. They threw him in the joint, stripped him of all this stuff. Everybody was persecuting, had the foulest things to say about him, right? Clowning him for believing in God, and look at his situation. And Job never stopped giving praises to the Most High the whole time, even when it seemed like he was about to die, right? And that made me think about my brother Job today, man. You know what I'm talking about? No matter what you going through in your life, man. You hear me, y'all, man? No matter what you going through in your life. You hear me? Find the joy. And don't just find the joy, actually have the joy. Be the joy. It will give you strength to keep going. It'll remind you of why you're here and why you have been chosen to do the things that you've been chosen to do. So just get your ass up and do it. Right? And I know a lot of people say, well, that sounds easier. Well, you know, the first journey of 1,000 steps starts with one, right? You hear me? That's why y'all hear me every day, man. Get y'all's asses up and get in the gym. Right? Because when I tell y'all to get y'all's asses up and get in the gym, that motivates me to keep going to the gym. And not only that, to step my game up on stuff I need to be improving on. I need to get in the gym, not just in the actual gym, but in the mental gym, the spiritual gym, the financial gym, all gyms I need to be my ass up in, right? Flat out. You know what I'm talking about, man? So I just wanted to be a word, so get some words of encouragement, man. You hear me? I want y'all brothers to be empowered, man. I want y'all to be strengthened. I want y'all to be encouraged, man. I want y'all to be motivated, invigorated. No matter what you going through in your life right now, listen. No matter what you going through in life right now, man, find the joy, find the beauty, find the happiness out of where your current situation is, right? You might need to unplug social media, social engineering. You might need to be by yourself. You might need to stop trying to, and this is something I had to work on for me, thinking like you need a broad around you all the time, man. That's why I constantly listen to my brother Red. That's why I listen to Jack. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I totally 100% agree on everything my brother Red or everything Jack say, but I'm saying just to, when you're hearing different perspectives from people who, you can relate to and live similar lives like you, it sharpens you up, man. It keep you tight, especially, we all content creators. It's all motivation, right? Tighten up. Because, see, unfortunately, as men, man, we can't afford to be on no bullshit. We can't afford to be slacking and lacking. Especially when we've been chosen to do certain things. We cannot, because until you start slacking and lacking, your life is going to be made in a situation where you ain't going to be able to slack and lack. Because you're going to have to make something happen. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about, Uncle D, the financial gym. You know what I'm talking about? We trying to get on them financial weight bench press, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Get on that elliptical, man. That get on that money elliptical. You feel me? You know what I mean? We trying to be able to wake up in the morning and the money is making money for us, so we ain't got to go do nothing. We can spend time with our kids, man, or focus on that, which we supposed to be doing in this damn reality. You know what I'm talking about? And even within that, no matter what you do, man, you find the joy, man. And the joy is the, you know what I'm saying, what gives you your strength, right? Exactly. You hear me? Strengthen the money, make the money strong so it'll work for us instead of us working for it, right? It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing to be alive, man. I want to tell you, when I wake up in the morning, y'all, man, when I wake up in the early part of the day, when I wake up first thing in the day, right? I'm getting out of the habit of saying these words, that's something else that I'm focusing on, man. Watching what comes out of my mouth, man. When my pops was talking to, not this other day, but the last weekend, I remember my pops saying, we responsible. Matter of fact, no, it was just Sunday. My pops was saying, we responsible for every word we utter or mutter out of our mouth. As I, I'm saying, strengthen my relationship with the Most High, and I'm going on my journey, what I'm doing, man, I'm finding like, man, I need to really watch what I'm saying out my mouth, man. Right? I need to really watch that. I need to really work on that and focus on that. And that's, that's something that I, tell myself I need to do. And I put effort into not doing that. As a man thinketh, so is he. We think in words, inaudible words. Right? So, yeah, man, y'all, man, I thank everybody. Listen, man, I just felt compelled to come up here and chop it up with y'all about this, man. You know what I mean? I don't know who needed to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who is in a similar boat. I don't know. Somebody might be going through something right now. You feel me? You might be going through something right now, a personal situation. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe you just needed to hear some words of encouragement, man. I hope, that this little hour and some change stream was able to bring you some joy. I hope it was able to, contribute to you recognizing the joy in your life that you got, regardless of where you may think you at, regardless of what you think is going on, because we all going through whatever we going through. Nobody's trauma is more or less, nobody's situation is more or less worse, better than anybody's, right? Don't y'all hate when people try to sit up there and minimize what you going through, like what you going through is worse than what they're going through, or what you going through ain't as worse than what they're going through. This is what I call victim fiends. Oh, woe is me ass motherfuckers, right? Oh, woe is me ass nigga, right? I ain't no woe is me ass nigga, man, right? Oh, race. It's like a race to the bottom to see who's the biggest victim. And I'm absolutely not a victim. Neither are y'all. Get rid of that victimhood mentality, right? I think we might need to do a show on that too. What you think, Uncle Diggity, man? We're going to do a show on victimhood. It's damn near like a disease, right? Y'all stop playing victims out there, man. Stand accountable for the things that happened to you, even the ones that was out of your control, right? And when I say take accountability, I ain't talking no victim blaming bullshit y'all be saying. Kill that boy, what it do, man? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about taking accountability for your part that contributed to what happened to you, even though what happened to you may have been out of your control. When I say taking accountability on your part, that means forgiving whoever transgressed you, no matter what they may have done to you, right? That's something I'm working on too, being able to forgive people. Even when they do you wrong intentionally. You gotta be able to forgive people, man. And me knowing that I can forgive people and that I have truly forgiven people who have done, I'm talking about straight wrong to me, that brings me joy and that gives me strength, right? The joy of the Lord. What is the joy of the Lord? The joy of the Lord is us following and keeping his commandments, right? When you think that's the joy of the Lord, right? So with that being said, if we want to have joy, we got to make sure we're doing what we need to do to make sure we are getting complete, extreme, maximum joy out of everything we doing, right? But also on top of that, realizing that some of the stuff we doing that make us think we bringing ourselves joy, maybe just the opposite, right? So we got to keep that in mind, keep that fair and balanced as well. You know what I'm talking about? I'll go ahead and do this. Maybe some of y'all brothers or sisters, whoever listening, might want to tap in. You know how y'all do it. Sometimes y'all want to tap in. Sometimes y'all don't. But I like to chop it up with my brethren and sisters. So, you know what I'm saying? I bring that line open. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go ahead and hit that link. We'll chop it up for a few more minutes. Y'all know we still going in at 7 o'clock. Me and my brother King Els, ain't nothing to hang. We still going in. I was gonna do a pre-recorded video, like I say, man. You know, when I get leaned on to do something, man, I gotta follow instructions, man. You feel me? I gotta follow instructions, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? If the Most High would have said do it pre-recorded, I'd have did it pre-recorded. Nah, I'm up to the. I'm talking about listen here, man. This is why I'm going here, right? Listen here, man. I'm talking about as clear as day. You hear me? Do a live stream on this when you get home. That was not me talking. Don't tell you that, man. Right? And unless you had that experience or got that connection, that relationship, you ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. So that's all good too. You feel me? But yeah, though, man, we're gonna get to it, man. 7 p.m. though, for real. I'm gonna shut this damn thing down at let's see, what time is it right now, man? It's 5:11. 5:11. Yeah, it's 5:11. We're gonna shut it down at 5:30. You did. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna shut it down at 5:30, man. I mean, and that's what they do. Can that boy say I'm lying? Right? Say I'm lying, can that boy, man? Say that's it's like a race to the bottom, man. You feel me? Like a race to the bottom to see who the biggest victim is.
Yeah.
We got my brother Uncle Diggity in the building, man. My man said, I think Uncle Diggity said, man, you motherfucking Puerto Rican niggas is ass, man.
Brian, I'm not finna sit up and go back and forth with these motherfuckers, man, about that shit, man. Come on, bro.
Hey, man, when you said that shit had me weak, man. I was over here crying, man.
Nigga, you ever been trying to explain some shit and you just reach a point where you gotta kind of pause and be like, man, you know what, man, look.
You trying to be cool, you know what I'm saying? You trying to be cool, you ain't trying to get disrespectful because, you know what I'm saying, we know that deep down you niggas know this, man, but we're gonna keep it real, though. Fuck all that bullshit, man. Hey, you niggas is trash, man.
You niggas is ass, bro. I don't have one album by you niggas.
Pun? Like... Who y'all got outside of pun? Let's like fuck all that bullshit. Let's keep it straight. Raw hip hop bars, skills, talent. Pun.
Yeah, pun was dope. I fuck with pun, but everybody, you know, I won't even say everybody else because it's probably some dope motherfuckers that I don't know about. You know what I mean? But as far as how that representation went, man, pun got the crown on that. Rest in peace to him, man.
That's fun, man.
Fat Joe is just kind of like been around the whole motherfucking time, and he managed to get one out there and shit, and he just went completely off the cliff and shit with, you know. I mean, he bro ain't had no platinum song by itself. Like, come on, man.
Never.
Come on, man. All your songs had guest features. I mean, you had Remy Ma.
He good for a single, maybe 2 platinum hot hit per year.
Man, that's not even. He been in here too many years to give him that average. I'm gonna say that nigga's like a 1 every 10-year average. Cause shit, ever since the whole
every 10-year average.
Let's condense all of his successes. We got Lean Back. We got What's Love with Ashanti. We got the Make It Rain song with Lil Wayne. And then what else?
He got that song with him and your boy. There was a hit song for him. Your boy. Put you to bed.
Oh man, go on.
Holiday.
Okay.
Him and Jay Holiday had that song was hot. It charted. People might not remember it, but it charted. That baby, I won't tell if you got an attitude, something to do, something to do. Yeah, that was a hot song when it came out, man. Yes, it was.
Now look here, New York respects Fat Joe, man. Y'all can keep that shit out there, bro. Keep that shit out there,
man. That's why I fuck with Uncle Diggity, man. You niggas is trash, man. Outside of battle rap niggas, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't pull punches with niggas because niggas don't pull punches with us. So shit. Right. Why I'ma bite my tongue, nigga? If your shit ass, bro, that shit ass, bro. I ain't gonna even
bro.
You know what I mean?
That's why
I would give you respect if you showed more humility. You know what I mean? You showed more humility.
Hey, listen, Uncle Diggity. Just like Tariq said, man, I would give you niggas credit for creating something. Show me something that y'all created. See, that's the thing about us black folks, man. We don't mind paying homage, man.
It's all good.
To the originator or creator of a situation, the demonstration. We don't mind doing that. We ain't gonna try to steal y'all shit. Y'all shit. And see, y'all making us get on our arrogant fallen state shit now. For real. I'm starting to get some shit like, man, you niggas shit whack anyway, man. We the litmus, man. You niggas battle, even the battle rap nigga. One nigga smack back in the day, niggas used to clown smack for that shit. We used to have battle rap on the end of his street DVD. Niggas used to clown smack for that shit. Look at Smack now.
That shit blew up into a whole motherfucking franchise, nigga.
Y'all say y'all could copy the demo. You can't copy. You also whatever it is Smack be saying, man. You feel me? Everything start from us. Literally everything. That's why I put FBA in there too. Literally. Everything start with us, man.
That whole vibration, the whole musical vibration. That shit.
Good ass food, huh? Movies, whatever it is popping. If we ain't involved, that's sports, nigga. If that shit ain't got us in it, that shit trash. Flat out. Cool. Flat out. All that other shit can go without some of y'all, man. And I hate to get on that arrogance, but y'all forcing niggas' hands with this shit. You niggas taking this shit too far, man.
See, every now and then we gotta get on some arrogant shit just to kind of put shit back in perspective. And let people know we ain't out here motherfucking slipping like that. Like, nigga ain't gonna just, you gonna wait until you feel like we sleep, and then you gonna try to interject your little dialogue into the conversation. That's when we like, nah, we gotta get arrogant again. Like, nah, stay in y'all place, bro. Y'all didn't do that.
This is part of your joy being your strength. The joy of the game, the joy of the Most High, man. Because when you know what I'm saying, man, listen to this, man. With the joy of knowing who you are, who your people is. This, like I say, find joy. Your joy is your strength. This is why I put FBA in there, man. The joy of knowing who you are, what your history is of your people, right? That's why I speak so boldly and so strongly when I say the stuff I be saying in my nigga red comment section concerning you Pan-African demon goat god ass niggas, man. We don't come from no damn Africa. We created hip hop. Nobody helped us. Nobody influenced us but us. We influenced us. We created jazz, swing, bebop.
All that.
We created rock and roll. We created all of that shit, man.
The whole rhythmic vibration is ours. That shit is all ours.
Nobody influenced us, like I said, except us. We weren't influenced by Asians. We weren't influenced by Africans.
Motherfuckers ain't got no influence out here, bro. Asians had influence when niggas wanted to learn karate back in the day. That was where Asian influence started. Hispanic influence, I'm not sure when that started or stopped. Like I'm not even sure if that shit came yet. Like we influenced by your cuisine and some of your nice looking women and shit like that.
That's about it.
But that's about where it stopped, bro. Like you can't teach me how to dress. You can't teach me how to pop at females. You can't really teach you. I get nothing from you that fucking aids me in my journey other than some food.
Right. Food.
I don't get anything.
No, man.
I mean, you can get everything from us. Learn how to dress, learn how to rhyme, learn how to dance, learn how to do everything you need to get to wherever you want to be in life. But we can't get that same reciprocation from other people. So, you know, all of this, oh, we help do, man, y'all motherfuckers ain't help do nothing, bro. Y'all was there. Y'all bought tickets and was in the house. Maybe got some pictures and shit. Okay, cool, man. But you know, as far as the round table with the hanging light from the ceiling where niggas is plotting about what we finna do, I know Hispanic people in there, man. Come on, man. Keep it real, man. When them indictments came down, when them indictments came down and shit like that, wasn't no Mexican names on them indictments.
You hear me?
Wasn't no Mexicans on the, like Red was saying, on the self-destruction song. It wasn't none on the We're All in the Same Gang song. I mean, where was y'all? Y'all was there the whole time, but where are y'all at when the funk get lit? You know what I mean? Where are y'all at when it's time to be, you know, y'all absent? So we can't even stamp y'all shit like that, man. Y'all opportunistic people, man. That's it. You see it opening, you try to get in and sneak your whole fucking family in there with you and shit like that. But we niggas is closing the door on that shit. It's not happening. Not with this.
And listen here. This is what we ain't going to do either, man. And we ain't going for being called racist, separatist, divisive, or none of that. Nah, because listen here.
Ain't nothing racist about. What the fuck is racist about ownership, nigga?
We're going to keep the foot on the neck, because when y'all, whoever y'all may be, when y'all say the stuff, advocate for y'all people and all that, we don't never be like, hold on. We don't never do that.
We'll never be like, oh, that's racist.
Oh, that's racist. Or
no, we let y'all rock with y'all people.
Y'all got that from us. Y'all supposed to be paying homage to us. No, we expect, and this is why I say we were going to be on some FBA. We needed to focus on that. Listen, if we, and this is what I'm saying though, man. This is why I gotta always point the finger at us, because man, you niggas, man. I'm trying to understand you niggas in the NBA. Y'all just stop playing shit.
Man, them niggas ain't trying to miss no money. Them niggas ain't trying to miss that motherfucking bi-weekly check. Nigga. Them niggas is not trying to.
Shit niggas got all niggas us out here, man.
Yeah, I know that, but the niggas that fucking is on payroll and shit, they seem like they got a problem understanding and shit like that or whatever. Like it. They actually pay you niggas enough money to where enough of you niggas could say, fuck it, I'm not playing, and go start your own shit. But, you know, niggas don't want to put the work in like that. We, you know, halfway, that's the female mentality. We'll wait at the end for the winner and shit like that.
We gotta think about this too, though. You gotta think about this too. A lot of these niggas is compromised.
Yeah, all these niggas is compromised, bro. I'm to the point now, because I mean, how could you live on the same planet as us, or even in this same country as us, and then don't even, you know, you don't share the same value regardless of financial standing and shit like that. That's why I know these niggas are compensated. It don't do no good talking to them. Them niggas trying to get paid. Some of these niggas is getting, you know, $200,000, $300,000 checks every 2 weeks, because NBA players get paid bi-weekly. So nigga ain't trying to motherfucking turn his nose up at no $350,000 check, nigga. Nigga's not trying to do that. And he got another one coming in 2 weeks.
Every week you got a $350,000 in deposit into your account.
Them niggas get paid bi-weekly like regular employees. 10
years.
And shit. Nigga, I signed a contract, nigga, where I'm making motherfucking $200 million over the course of 5 years, and I'm getting a check every 2 weeks to accumulate up to that 200. Nigga, I'm there for it. It ain't even the you know, it ain't even no need talking to a nigga about, you know, not getting that. He's way past compromise. Like he works for them. Period.
That's a fact, man. You know what I'm saying? But luckily enough for me and lucky we've been through experiences we've been through, so we ain't so easily manipulated by money. Now, back when I was young, I'm not going to say that.
No, nigga would have been on it.
I couldn't imagine. Listen here, I couldn't imagine me being 19, 20, 21, coming out of college with an NBA contract where I'm making $230 million for the next 6 years. Like I could only imagine what I have done with access to that money at the age of fucking 21. Even
Shit,
as a
probably
grown at 21, man, listen.
you've been fucking around with Ja Moran at that strip club or something. Fucking nigga, shit,
Nigga would have been fucking around, man.
fucking around.
So I be thinking about, and this is why I say this brings me joy, and this makes me strong, man. And it gives me strength to keep doing what I'm doing now. Because when I think about all that stuff, like opportunities that I had and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder, I know why I didn't get I didn't do certain things now. Because had I done certain things that I had the access to do as a young boy, they may have proved to be more detrimental than going to the joint.
Yeah, man, the joint is a learning process, bro. Like if you end up, you know, some joints, you know what I mean? Some joints are fucking violent as fuck to where you can't think.
Right.
And then some joints are actually subtle to where you can kind of get yourself in a corner and take some time to reflect on your life.
Right.
And figure out what you need to do. Like my whole fed bid was just really spent reflecting on shit. Like just, you know,
me too.
Just over analyzing everything, analyzing the people, figuring out who I need to cut off, who did what, you know, should I move on this way or you know what I mean? So it was really just all of that for me. But yeah, man. That place can be a learning facility, a learning experience, bro, but I wouldn't recommend you need to go there just to learn. I mean, if you can find your way without that, then please, by all means, do that.
Don't ever get it twisted, y'all.
Nah.
And I think I speak for my Uncle D when I say this, man. Don't ever get it twisted. We're not ever advocating, promoting, advertising. Listen, when we speak on our experiences being in prison, it's from a perspective of do not commit crimes.
Nah.
It's from the perspective of listen to what we've been through so you don't have to repeat that shit, man. They got a bed for it. I'm saying it's always going to be a spot for. I don't care what you hear about prison system being crowded. Catch a case right now and see they got a spot for you somewhere.
You'll be like, hey, a bed just opened up for you. Like, God damn, I thought y'all was crowded. Like, man, well, somebody just got it. Man, shit. Don't fuck around with that shit, y'all.
They got a spot for you somewhere. Trust me. You hear me?
Keep y'all asses legit, man. If you broke, just find a way to not be broke, man. That won't wind you up in prison and shit, man. Because time off of these streets right now at this point in time is crucial. Like this is not the point in time to be locked up. I don't know why. I feel it in my soul that right now is not the time you want to be locked up. It's never a good time to be locked up. Never. But there's something specific about right now that says you do not want to be locked up.
Hey, you fuck around, get locked up, and don't ever get out.
I mean, bro, too much weird shit is happening, bro.
I take my chances for the outside. I always think about when I see The Walking Dead in the park, and I can't forget what season that was when they went to the prison. Like, oh my god, I think in aspects of like that. You hear me? Like I couldn't imagine being in prison during a zombie outbreak. Or
nigga, I'm hopping that motherfucking gate. Nigga.
I couldn't imagine being in prison during moments like Sneak.
I'm glad I got out right before that shit hit, bro.
That was crazy.
That shit was crazy. I told you, nigga, the prison I was at, they had to shut that motherfucker down. Everybody started catching it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got away from there just in time.
Find that shit. So like I say, y'all, man.
Oh, it's hot, baby. Gotta let it cool down.
You be able to find your joy, man. And use it as your strength.
Stay out that place, man.
Find happiness in every situation that you are in. Don't ever allow your situation to determine, right, your outcome, man. Don't ever allow your current situation to determine how you view yourself. Don't ever allow your current situation to have dominion over your thoughts, over your mind, man. It's temporary, man, but it won't be if you identify with. Listen here, man. Don't identify with what situation you're going to. What I mean by identify. Don't get a sense of yourself from your current situation, meaning what you're going through right now does not determine who you are.
Nope. Nigga, don't gamble with the devil and shit, fucking around and shit, man. Just because you unhappy with your current self and shit, you'll decide to do a gamble, do a little deal with the devil and shit, man. You're gonna get jacked up in the end, man.
Sit here trying to tell you every time I've done that, I found myself in prison.
You either gonna deal with the police or you gonna deal with some hating ass niggas and shit.
3 times.
Either way, neither one of them are fun. So to you young niggas out there, man, don't let nobody, you know, the key is to stay out of prison, but we need to give money, right? So don't keep that in mind. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for getting money. What I mean by that is, nigga, if you got to work at McDonald's, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, whatever the fuck, nigga, you got to make some money and stay out of jail. Don't let people laugh at you for putting some skrill in your pocket, nigga. What kind of nigga is that would laugh at you for getting money, even though you doing whatever the fuck, dressed up like the Statue of Liberty, holding a sign or whatever the fuck, you know, nigga, you have to get money and you have to stay out of trouble. It's very important that we all get money and stay out of trouble.
Yes.
We need to erase that from amongst us, from laughing or clowning niggas that's doing something that we may deem below us. We see Mexicans selling fruit and flowers and shit, and they get to go hop in big ass Silverados and F-150s, F-250s and shit, and drive to big ass houses and shit after they've been out on the block selling flowers and oranges and shit all day.
Right.
So a nigga has to find the right amount of humility to move on. And stay out the place, man. That's the main. I don't fuck what you do. You know what I mean? I don't want you to sell drugs. Really don't want you robbing shit, you know, risking lives and shit, doing all that unnecessary shit, man. If you gotta just, you know, warehouse gig, you know, whatever, nigga, something that you can be proud. You can hit the store after work in your work clothes looking dusty and shit, and you can buy your little beer, your little soda, whatever you own with a little pride, man.
Right.
I got a couple dollars in my pocket. I ain't rich, but I ain't asking you niggas for nothing. So, you know, you got to get a sense of that about yourself, man, and just move on.
And the beautiful part of that, y'all, especially your young brothers out there, right? The beautiful part about what Uncle Diggity just said is, and this shout out to our brother John Jay, man, right?
John Jay.
This is part of building your kingdom. Listen, we so consumed and focused on what we think is going to bring us joy, bitches, having fly cars, and that shit to make, you know, temporarily, that shit is all cool. You know what I mean? Been there and done all that stuff, right? I'm telling you right now, man, as a 41-year young guy, man, all the opportunities I had when I was some of y'all dudes' age, I know be tapping in with us, man. You know what I mean? I'm just thankful. And that's why I say I find joy. I'm still here because there's a lot of guys I know who ain't here, man. You hear me? There's a lot of guys who, you know what I'm saying, are here and they may seem like they doing good on the outside, but, you know, on the inside, niggas is really, you know, it's like, damn, you would think like, damn, nigga, you up or whatever, like, but nah, that don't even matter.
So here's the thing with that, right? You hustle up, get all this bread, right? Get all these luxuries and amenities and shit like that, right? Now you this person. Then you become this person and you're this person for a while. Then you get to identifying what people are really, what their feeling really is toward this person.
Right.
You know, which is okay. We'll use the nigga to death. We want to be around because he always got money. He always smoking. He always, you know, whatever the case may be. You know how niggas are. So where it fucks you up is once you realize that you have a choice to make. Do I still want to maintain being this person who I know is not really receiving any fucking substantial, you know, gratitude or anything like that, like these fake handshakes and snake hugs and shit.
Right.
Do I want to keep propagating that? Do I want to maintain that? Or do I want to just say, fuck this shit altogether, man, and go just be yourself? Because it's a lot fucking easier.
Right.
You got a couple dollars, you a broke nigga, you got to, you know, whatever the case may be, it's easier to just be you. You know, so that's where unfortunately, it took me to go to prison to figure out that I'm an okay person. Like, I don't need fucking all of these fucking thousands of dollars every fucking where. I mean, it's nice, but I'm still a cool nigga without it.
Right.
So, you know, prison really just taught me to be into myself. You know what I mean? Just I came to terms that, hey, look, I'm an okay nigga. You know what I mean? It's cool if the bitch don't like you. It is what it is, man. You move on and shit. It just, you know.
Right.
But the main thing is being in touch with you and who you are and what you want to do with yourself. That is the main thing.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If it's crime, you know where you're going. You know what I mean? I would recommend you not, but if you're doing it, it's crime. You might get away once, 5, 10 times. But on that one day, it's gonna be like, damn, you're gonna feel like they was watching you the whole fucking time. It's gonna be like, damn, how the fuck did you know what I mean? So,
and 9 times out of 10, they probably was.
They were.
Right.
They were. The nigga that snitched on me, he was locked up. He was locked up like 3 years before they actually came and got me. So they offered that nigga a 19 pack or something for all of this shit, because the feds is already looking for that nigga for some other shit. So they offered him a 19 pack, nigga. That nigga turned around and just told on everybody, like, nope, can't do 19. So he just told on everybody, like, fuck it, everybody going down, like. That's what I'm saying. The game, and like I said, I see. This is the naivety in me. This is how naive I was. I grew up watching gangster movies and shit. And every gangster movie, when it goes bad at the end, the leader ends up snitching
all the time.
All the time. So I watched these movies over and over again with the impression that it wouldn't happen to me. Now, the nigga that snitched on me was my best friend from junior high. So I knew this nigga since the first day of 7th grade, all the way up until motherfucking where we had the whole prison thing. Now I ain't fuck with that nigga. I'm like disgusted by that nigga. Like, but it ain't worth it, man. Like I said, you can get away with it. Something go catch up to you, man. Somebody will get cracked, fuck around and turn and tell on everybody and shit. It's just not worth it, bro. Just show some humility, man. Just work, my nigga. It ain't, you know.
All back,
fuck man. These bitches that be laughing at you is broke as fuck, nigga. So what the fuck is you know what I mean? Why you worried about what she talking about?
Yeah.
I mean,
most of us are poor. Like,
man.
Most of us are the working poor. Most of us. When I say most of us, I mean the overwhelmingly mass majority. I'm talking about 70+% of us, man. So everybody be over here perking like they just got all this money and all this stuff, man. Just stop.
Hell no, I'm a modest nigga.
Joy. Listen here, this bring me joy, man. Which makes me strong, right? And being humble, like I say, I respect my experiences, man. Right? Like I say, because if I have to, if this was to all go to shit, like I say, I can survive off very little. I know how to survive without little to no electricity. I can be by myself for an extended period of time, and it ain't gonna fuck with my head. Plus, I know how to survive outdoors too, so I'm triple good on that. See, you know what I mean?
I'm a thinker, so leaving me by myself is probably the worst thing a system could do to me.
Figure some shit out.
Yeah, that's probably and that's that's what I told my Sally when I was locked up and shit. I was like, man, you know what? They locked me up and gave me this time to think. This was probably that society was better off with me being out there fucking up. Because you let a nigga like me get a clean head and get a clear level head, it's problems.
Right.
I see too much shit, so it's like they really just did me a favor.
Yeah,
it is what it is, man.
And then, and when it comes to that, what I come to realize is that what I'm saying, it ain't nothing but the Most High having His mercies on you, man. Because like I say, man, I got 3 prison numbers, man. There's been numerous times. I think about the times that my life, you hear me? I think about time. I used to think about times when I actually remember, and I was like, man, I could have lost my life or should have lost my life. Where the shit happened, you like, that man, like that happened that night, man, and ain't nothing happened to me, man. But it happened to him, though. You hear me? I be thinking about stuff like that all the time because I mean, I be thinking about situations and experiences man. I'll be like, man, I know, everything happened for a reason. I'm gonna just say that right there, man. And if you are blessed to be just repeatedly shown the mercies, man, I would start to suggest that you stop ignoring that.
Yeah, don't ignore the signs, man. The Most High watching, bro. So if you getting signs and you able to recognize signs, don't ignore them, man.
Like I said, it's different if you out here and you just willy-nilly and you don't know and you ain't. But when you are aware, when you are aware and you can see and you just repeat, you better start paying attention, man. I started to notice this too. You might start to notice it too, Uncle Diggity, man. I'm starting to see a lot of people, man. I'm starting to see a lot of people, wake up to what's really going on. I'm starting to see a lot of people, they leaving they religions. I'm seeing a lot of people, speaking on the Most High and talking about God. I mean, it's a beautiful thing for real. That's another thing that give me joy too. When I see people going through basically the same process I'm going through, man, that's a joy out of seeing that I'm not alone. Although I also have been able to find joy and be given the gift to be able to find joy out of being alone.
Yeah, I find my most solace when I'm alone, nigga. Like,
and this is why I say all the time, Uncle D, because a lot of chicks don't get this, man. You hear me? We were created in the image and likeness of the Most High. So with that being said, we were designed to be alone. Because there's none before them, none to come, right? If you a believer. That's if you a believer. You don't have to believe anything. You can believe whatever you want. Right?
You want.
But if you are a believer, like me and my brother Uncle Diggity, listen, if you are a believer, right, none to come. So if we was created in the image and likeness, right, what that say about us?
You gotta wake up, man. These religions got niggas out of play, man, out of pocket and shit. It's just we everywhere. We gonna do our work to bring Judah together, to bring Zion together, man. But it's a lot of forces outside of this that work against us from all kind of levels, like just all kind of dudes just being raised with the wrong information, dudes just being in the wrong settings, just developing their own type of, whatever. The main thing is to get the brothers on accord. Right. It seems so easy. Like you should just be able to get on the microphone and be like, "Hey,
it is though."
Yeah, I mean, it literally is.
It's look at these split.
You just got to make the choice. Like, you know what I mean? Like a man can decide. All it takes is a man's decision to change. He could decide, you know what? I'm not finna do this no more, and he could stop doing it. Right. It's literally there's nothing holding you that says, hey, you have to stay right here. You have to do this. These are all just impressions that have been planted on us and shit that make us think, oh, we can't move, or we can't do that, we can't. I try to use can't as less as I can, like throughout the day.
From my lexicon.
Yeah, I don't want can't around me. I want can around me. I don't want can't around me at all. You know what I mean? So if you can't take that shit over there with that. No, seriously. We really gotta
like that from our lexicon. You hear what I'm saying, man?
Man, I can't, no, can't, won't, don't. I can't. I'm not rocking with that shit, man. I need doers. I need motherfucking. We men out here now, man. Those of us that are in the 40 bracket, 30 something bracket, and up. We are them niggas out here right now. Like,
up and be accountable.
we was the kids coming up and shit like that. But now you look around, we them niggas now. When you go to, when I go to stores and shit, Walmart or something, and I'm looking at people, I can see the youth in their face, and they may be like 22, 23, 24. So I'm knowing like, well, damn, I'm really an older dude now. Like, damn, like, you know what I mean? That should be fucking with me, bro.
I'll be doing the same thing like this. I see my little homies be in the gym. like, yeah, I'm 23. I'll be like, man.
Now I was in the dispensary the other day, nigga, and this dude was in there with I guess it was his son or something. That nigga looked like he just turned 18. Nigga, I got kind of mad, like, hey man, why you got this little ass kid in? Then I thought like, oh shit, this nigga probably 18. Like, damn, let me just shut up, man. Like, god damn. But yeah.
Young as hell, man. So we gotta set a different example, man. We gotta we gotta be the ones that and it's gonna be on our generation, y'all.
It definitely is.
Between like say 35 and 43.
Boy, if we leave this earth without fucking teaching these people, nigga, do you know what we leaving behind for our children, nigga?
I keep telling y'all, our generation is crucial, man. Y'all keep thinking I'm just our early millennial generation. Y'all understand. And this brings me joy right here, right? Knowing this is why I go so hard at what I do. No matter what I'm going through, no matter what I'm going through personally, y'all, I'm always going to bring y'all this content and do what I'm doing right here, right now. You understand me? And I don't care what the goddamn consequences is. There's nothing I have not experienced in my life that ain't prepared me for whatever I could possibly encounter with what's to come. You hear me, man? So with that being said, that man, you know what I mean? Yeah, just like my Uncle Dingy just was saying, man. You know me?
I love this black shit, man. All our misfortunes, all our celebratory moments, everything that exists inside of this thing we call blackness, man. I love this shit with all my heart, man. And I really just want to see this thing do the right thing before I leave the earth, so that I know that my children will be in a better fucking better landscaping than I came up in. You know what I mean? Not necessarily not living in the hood or whatever like that, but just society in total. It ain't really nothing wrong with the hood. The hood's very culturally rich. It's a lot of good people there, it's bad people there and shit like that, but it's always a lot of fun in the hood being around your people. So it's not necessarily a bad place until they start shooting and drugs and shit start running rampant.
Right.
You know what I mean? Black people are a fucking wonderful fucking thing when they know how to behave themselves. You know, when they get irate and start tripping and shit, that's when the shit gets scary. So if we can motherfucking keep shit in check, you know, get in line, motherfucker, start caring about these kids and each other and motherfucking, you know, everybody just looking out and, you know, you ain't got to hold the nigga hand, but shit, you know, hold the door. You know what I mean?
Like, that's what we talk about when we talk about on code. Listen, and this is what I say. Beyond being black, I love being a human. Right. I love my fellow human brothers and sisters. But it seems that in our collective human family, right, all other groups are able to somehow get on code with each other. Nothing's going to be perfect. We're not saying that other groups of people and cultures are perfect. They're not. But other groups of people and cultures, right, have the ability to intermingle with each other, regardless of differences, when it comes to something that affects them as a whole. Right? And it's crazy because our branch of the human family tree, right? We're the roots of that. So somehow it's been removed from our very genetic structure or dumbed down. Right? Let's just say turned off. You hear me? They say 98% of our DNA is junk.
I would
maybe that 98% got something to do with it, right? But I'm just saying that to say to y'all, man, you know what I mean? You know, we gotta get on code with each other before we can get on code with the rest of our human brothers and sisters, man.
See, these people, these other people, they got space to kind of get on code before they approach America. You know what I mean? Or if they're in America, they got enough of a space where they can huddle and pull their shit together. You know what I mean?
Right.
With this being our homeland and it being invaded for so many years, we haven't really had a hub where we can go and plan and come and attack the shit. You know what I mean? Because it's we're always under the microscope. So that's why other groups have the advantage over us. They get to come from other countries. They get to make their plan before they get here. When they get here, they already got their fucking itinerary on what they want to do. Whereas we niggas, we have to wake up every day, figure out what we spend our time trying to figure it out, and we don't never get nothing based. We trying to pull everything together, figure it out, do this, do that. It exhausts us every day. So in order to stop that, you have to prioritize what you have to do. We have to set a rule number 1 first and get that rule number 1 seen through all the way through. Then move on to rule number 2. Like, it has to be like that. We can't just be like, hey, we want to, because it ain't gonna work, man. Between TV, between niggas listening to all this other different shit and just getting tired. Oh shit, the game finna come on. Like, all the whatever little distractions that they throw at us and shit, man. Motherfucker just got to learn how to tune that out.
Like I say, man, getting on code, man.
Gotta get on code, bro. I mean, it's as easy as a decision.
I want y'all to understand this, though, right? And I know a lot of people say this, though. I mean, but this is facts. It's like historical facts, man. You feel me? There's a reason for this, though. It's just about, are you willing to go where you're going to have to go in order to understand and be willing to accept what the actual truth is, and if you willing to accept that, though. But, so I understand when it comes to us deeply melanated, let's just say foundational Black Americans, right? Black people are all over this planet. Africa is not where all people, let alone all Black people, originate from, contrary to popular indoctrinated opinion, right? Black people are literally all over this planet. It might have been the largest concentration of Black people in Africa, but that is not where all Black people originate from. Oddly enough, most of our ancestors originate from right here. Right? Facts. You know what I'm talking about? And you know what I'm saying? With that being said, you know what I mean? We got to take into consideration, man, you know what I'm saying, the level of indoctrination that the indigenous people of this land have been through. I mean, not saying that other people haven't, but I'm saying it's not that it's worse or better than any, it's just a specific type. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it goes on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? But notice no other group of people on this planet has been subject, right, to the level of psychological manipulation, right, emotional, psychological, right, spiritual manipulation than the deeply melanated people, especially the deeply melanated people. There's a reason for that, right? But it's going to be up to you to find out what that reason is. I could, of course, tell you, but, it's going to be up to you to accept it. So that's why at the end of the day, it's always up to you. All right? And it brings me joy to be able to say with confidence the stuff I say. That's what gives me the strength to keep doing what I'm doing. All right? I be hearing a lot of you dudes talking, a lot of y'all chicks just talking. Right. And I don't say a lot of stuff because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just like sitting up on high, like I just know. Because like I said, I'm a fool. I'm just smart enough to know how much I don't know. But I've been blessed with enough discernment to know when I'm hearing bullshit. And most of y'all saying a lot of bullshit. You hear me? Now, that just is what it is. You take it however you want to take it, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Shenanigans.
I'll be trying to sit here and give people chances and listen to different content, be versatile, but it just be like, this other stuff I could be putting my time into, you know what I'm saying? And the more I do that, the more I realize that's what I need to be doing, right? Once again, I tell you, I got it all figured out. I can be put up on game. Y'all put me up on game all the time. See, that's another reason why that brings me joy too, because I always remain teachable. Contrary to popular opinion. And it'd be killing me because I'll be like, some people be really thinking like a certain type of way, and I'll just be like, man, y'all crazy, man.
It is what it is, man.
It just really tripping me out. This made me realize how far gone psychologically people are, man. You feel me?
Yeah, that shit run deep, man. It go by generations, okay.
If I say it's generational, this is genetic. You feel me? This is down to the very structure, man. This is to the point to where, you know what I'm saying, certain things is being phased out through genetic annihilation. You hear me? And, you know, see, now we start talking other languages and stuff, and this is where it's going to a whole different you know, avenue and a whole different lane. And that's why another reason why what brings me joy, man, because, you know, when we start talking about what we're talking about, man, we realize the infinity in what we think is limited. You hear me? All this stuff is connected. And, you know, I mean, a person like me who's been given the sight to see it, man, I'll be saying, like, I feel everything. And that's why I don't really speak on how I feel, because I literally feel everything. I don't speak on it. If I was to speak on everything or how I feel or what I feel, man, it'd be, now I ain't got time for that shit.
Man, when Pac told kids to protect their essence and shit back in his verse and shit, I understood what he was saying, but I didn't understand the magnitude of it because everything hadn't everything hadn't went down yet. You know what I mean? Now over the past, you know, 2 or 3 years or so, I could see exactly what the fuck the nigga talking about.
Protect our essence, man.
Protect your essence, nigga. They are trying to erase
Uncle Diggity. We gotta protect our essence.
They are trying to erase your whole the essence, the very thing that makes you up, not necessarily the person, but the essence of the person and shit. So you got to protect that, man. The things that make you got to protect that shit, because these motherfuckers trying to strip you. They're trying to make you feel bad for being born with a penis and shit. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, it's just some shit that's out of your control. But when it's attacked, you got to protect it, because if you let them win, then what? In essence, you're forfeiting your essence. Like, well, here, just take it. I don't care. Like, and then the niggas that go along and propagate this shit like it's cool, I don't understand these niggas, man. Like, you know, provocateurs, I guess, but shit, how do you even get on that side of the fence, bro? Like,
provocateurs abound, y'all. You hear me?
What?
Head on the swivel, man. You know, so you gotta tap in and soak up the G, man, so you can be put up on game about everything that's going around you, man, so you can not necessarily believe it and go along with anything that is being said or conveyed over here at Real Talk, but just give you a different, wider perspective to look at things from, right? Like I always say to y'all, how could you possibly make a wise decision about what you're being told, right, as far as you believe in it, if you don't have all the information that you could possibly have concerning that situation? How could you ever make a wise decision? So with that being said, wouldn't it behoove you to be open to any information that could possibly, you know, about it? Wrong, right, indifferent. That's why you got to exercise your critical thinking and sharpen your mind with your deductive reasoning and your process of elimination, soaking up this game from wherever you started to add on to, right? So you can be able to decipher that, man. So can't nobody tell you some bullshit. So you won't be easily misled. So you just won't be looking at people and be like, oh, let me follow. And then you have your own mind. And then you'll be start linking up with people who like that. And they'll just keep you sharp and all that type of stuff, man.
All right.
You got to be able to find the joy, right, out of that, so you can get the strength from that, no matter what your current personal situation is during out that process. Right? You got to have the patience of Job, man.
Got to.
It might not be you might not be having your way right now. In whatever way you're not having your way, right? You might be getting put through what getting put through right now to see what you're gonna do. Because you might think it's the rock bottom right now. No, it's gonna get worse. What you gonna do though, man? Huh?
Answer you gonna do, bro.
What you gonna do? Is you gonna revert back to what's easy and fuck around, end up in the who's gal, man?
Look here, man. Life is a motherfucking bully that will kick your ass every motherfucking day until you decide to fight back.
All right. And
that's as simple as I can put it.
And this is how you fight back, by stop fighting. Right? We already got dominion. What you fighting for? You got dominion. You don't need to fight nothing. You just need to realize who the fuck you are. Notice I say who you are. Because what you are, all this shit don't mean nothing. Who you are. Realize who you are, man. Right?
I find that shit funny though, going out in public, just having the knowledge, right? And then going in public and just letting the people of the other nationalities and shit, look at you with that, black guy's coming, look and shit like that. And I'll be in my head like, y'all motherfuckers is all visitors, bro. Like, I laugh at the arrogance of the visitors, like coming here being arrogant, like, oh, we're doing more on your land than you, which may be true. But, if more of us begin to wake up and see what's what, we can change that.
Definitely.
We don't have to settle for a bitch, I was telling my wife the other day, I was just joking, like, okay, you hop in the elevator and, the lady clutches her purse and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if I really wanted that purse, I would rip your fucking arm off with the purse and take it from you. You know what I mean? So why are you mind fucking me like you holding on to this little purse or pulling it close to you is going to stop me from ripping it off of you if I want it? Right. So it just be little mind fuckeries like that try to make a nigga feel bad and shit, man. We just got to get more niggas out of that cloud. Once we reestablish that sense of self-worth amongst us on large numbers, it's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap. The jabronis are going to follow suit because all they do is follow anyway. So once they see the next wave coming, they're going to want to follow it. So we just got to keep leading.
Oh my God, man. That's crazy though, man. So it's crazy that nigga keep saying that jabronis. I noticed you been saying that shit a lot lately.
The jabronis, nigga. I don't know what else to call regular motherfuckers, man. Jabroni, my nigga. Shout out to The Rock.
Nah, but listen though, man, and we're gonna end it on this though, because I'm gonna get ready for the next show. I'm grab me something to eat before we start the next show in about an hour, man. Listen, y'all. You hear me? I appreciate everybody who showed their support. Don't ever get it twisted, man. I know I talk heavy. And I talk heavy because I can. You hear me? But I want y'all to know that over here at A Real Talk Podcast, A Real Talk Media, man, truly for the people, man. But listen though, we got to get out of this mindset of we got to be caring about how each other feels. So we ain't got time to bleed, man. Nah. Right? We need to be getting on one accord with one another. We got to be able to stand in a room with people who we can't fucking stand, right? But be able to make decisions that's going to benefit all of us. Be able to even have a cordial conversation with someone who we can't stand, understanding I don't necessarily have to like you for whatever reason, but be able to put that to the side for what works for the best of all of us. And I know that sounds so grandiose, but is it though? Because other groups of people seem to be able to do it very fine, and they're doing very well. Mm-hmm. And they ain't nowhere near worth much as we are collectively.
Nowhere.
It just boggles my mind, and it really pisses me off, and this is what brings me joy and keeps me strengthened and going. When I realize and do the research I do, and I get to finding out stuff like, hold on, you mean to tell me not all Black people on planet Earth, which is even more telling, but just the Black people in America, not the entire continent of North America, America, the country. We possess the buying power, financial buying power of damn near $2 trillion.
I'm mad that information is public and niggas still ain't fucking found a way to put something together, nigga. I'm actually pissed at that. That upsets me.
Yo, man, I be thinking about myself. I be thinking to myself like
that shit upsets the fuck out of me. With $2 trillion, bro, $2 trillion.
Let me tell y'all some even more real stuff. I also take my personal accountability for that because throughout the years of my life and opportunities I had to make money, I didn't use any of my money to even try to contribute it to capture that. So I got to take my accountability on that part.
Yeah. See, all my money just went back into
this shit. But
my shit just went back into the business.
But at the same time, though, man, I also realize this is why I say I know I talk shit, you know what I'm saying? Because we also got to point out the fuck niggas too, though, man. Because that's another thing that's a stagnation to growth is fuck niggas. Agent provocateur, rabble rousing ass niggas, fake tough niggas, not wanting to stay in their lane, niggas. Right?
Yeah, I don't know what you niggas energy is, bro. Y'all niggas just be wanting to argue and shit like that. Like I be trying to understand motherfuckers and shit. Like why are y'all doing this? Like what's the point? You know what I mean? But every time I ask myself, what's the point? I can't draw the conclusion, bro. I think these niggas just be like,
we gotta verbally eviscerate you niggas. We gotta put you niggas on the wall. We cannot have niggas who ain't willing to be on accord with the wider collective of us. We can't have that, man. We cannot have that.
Niggas got dirtbag in their heart, man. That ain't God, bro. You niggas is fucking.
Have brothers who want the same for us as they want for themselves. I gotta have a brothers around me who want the same for my kids as they want for theirs, man. I can't have a nigga who want more for his kids than he want for mine around me, man. It ain't never gonna work like that. They gotta be equal across. And I know that sound crazy, but old W. Gurley and them did it though, man, and did it good for a nice amount of time too. You hear me? Ocala, they did it. In my city, Mount Vernon Avenue, they did it for a good 20-something years straight. Mount Vernon was like, goddamn it, they did it in Harlem. Niggas ran shit in America, man. We had our own communities. And that's what I'm saying, man. I'm not living in the past or nostalgic, but it's just real shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like we never... It's not like we never had our own. We had our own and got it destroyed by these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Right. Intentionally destroyed. We had everything that you can look around and see was here. We had all of this shit already. They came over here with hate in their heart and did what they did. We had all of this shit already. So don't let nobody make you feel like, oh, y'all niggas ain't built nothing. Y'all, you know, all these sassy ass little broads and shit running around talking about what niggas don't do. I'm a fucking supervisor in construction. I'm a project manager actually, but I supervise motherfucking construction sites. So when I hear a young bitch going here tomorrow, well, you didn't do this, I just be like wiping my forehead, like, God damn, these motherfucking bitches is crazy. And they really just be talking out of turn, bruh. But don't ever let nobody make you feel like you ain't never did shit. Right. Especially if they ain't got nothing to present that they did. I mean,
exactly.
Go on with that shit, man. Go on with that shit, bro.
Yeah, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Uncle Diggity, man. You know, so we're gonna get ready for the next one coming up in about 50 minutes. You know,
50 minutes, my nigga King Els.
You know, we're going straight to it. My brother King L is going to be in the building. Matter of fact, I'm about to call him right now. You know what I'm saying? When I get done with y'all. Listen, I hope somebody got something for this, man. You feel me? Like I say, man, I wanted to do it. I'm telling you, man, goes to do this, to do a live stream, man. You know what I'm saying? So I hope somebody out there listening, you know what I'm saying, got some words of encouragement. Listen, man, find your joy, man. Use that as your strength, man. The joy of the Lord, man. The joy of life, man. The joy of being a man, man, the joy of knowing that you got, you know what I'm saying, a goal in life that you got to accomplish. And, you know what I'm saying, no matter what you're going through, you know what I'm saying, you're going to give homage to the Most High and pursue that. You're going to be a successful, man. You know what I'm talking about? And use that as your strength, man. You know, so you got to use that. You know, got to find joy in every situation. I don't care what you're going through right now, man. You got to find the happiness in it. You got to be able to find joy in that and recognize the sorrow as well, though. But you know, don't dwell on that though, because that which you feed is that which will grow. Right? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see y'all here in a minute, my brother Uncle D. You got anything you want to say in closing, brother? Yeah, man. Just in short, man. The Most High wants to come back, but He's not coming until we rebuild the church, man. That's it. Facts. Until then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's facts right there, man. You know what I'm saying? My dad be saying that all the time. Pops be saying, that's what Pops be saying all the time. Man. So I mean, whenever y'all ready, man, you know what I'm saying?
If you in the know and you feel it, then you know. You just trying to spread the word and let the brothers know, like, hey, look, He wants to come back, but we have to set a table. We have to rebuild. We have to erect the church so He can come back. It's literally as simple as that, bro.
I mean, you know, it definitely is.
Drop that shit for these fuck niggas.
Off the top going in, ain't no letting up. E&E, we the elite. Keep your weapons tucked. Army guns, extendo clips. Get all your brethren touch. We split them off, straight down the middle, just like my mama does. I'm stacked with the facts. The only real contender.
You still there, Uncle Daddy?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
And my computer acting crazy, man.
Real contender. Virgil, you had the twisties in your hair, bro?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had the, he said the twisties.
The twisties, nigga?
You silly as hell, man.
I was sitting there looking at this picture like, oh, this nigga Virgil got the little baby locks in his head and shit.
No, I had the little too. That's when I just was letting my hair grow out. I was on some other shit, just letting my hair grow out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man, being reborn, that's all it is. All it is, man. Virgil computer be tripping. Everybody out there in the chat, man, thanks for tapping in. Next show coming up in 50 minutes with King Els, Virgil Berry.